dog.
Yeah, for sure.
Yo, what's up, everybody? We're running a few minutes behind, but me and Brandon, we was chopping it up. Sorry about that. Listen, this is the No Judgment Zone, which with your boy here, Sean Taylor. I got my boy, my host, my collab, Brandon Lapley, man. Discussing topics with no judgment. Discussing topics with no judgment. Listen, with all due respect, let me go and put this disclaimer out. Listen, what we talk about is non-judgmental. We ain't tearing nobody down. We trying to build people up. We just trying to get
Right.
you to. We just trying to scratch your cerebral a little bit. We just trying to get you to think outside the box a little bit. We touching
Open
on
that third
topics.
eye.
Yeah, exactly, perfect. I don't need to say nothing else. So listen, we need to you guys to understand. This is about no judgments, just straight topics off the dome, nothing scripted. Me and Brandon, we just going with it. So the title of the subject today is, let me read it. When you when you're good looking, but your mind and soul is trash, what comes out your mouth, it makes you look like a ugly cockroach. Have you ever looked at a cockroach up close? My first time I looked at a cockroach up close, I was little, I was younger, and man, it's got to be the most ugliest thing I've ever seen. I mean, it is. I'm like, how can something this ugly just be just roaming around the earth? I mean, it's just ugly. That's how people look based off the stuff that come out their mouth and how their mind is. You know what I'm saying? So if your mind is trash, you ever seen somebody just like, oh my God, man, this person is the most beautiful. Oh man, look at that dude, handsome dude, whatever the case may be. See somebody so good looking, and the minute they speak, they ruin it.
Ruin.
B, I'm gonna let you run. I'm gonna let you run with this topic.
Oh man. Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
man.
this right here, especially, and I know as far as women probably agree with this too on the other side, but especially when it comes to women, and I notice, like, as far as a man, we love differently from women. We both love, but we love differently. And with me, I get infatuated very easily. I'll be all over it, then, but it's been plenty of times where in the middle of that infatuation, she would say something, and I'm like, I can't do something like that. My whatever attraction I had, it's absolutely it's dropped.
Right.
Drop that drop. I can't go forward with her. And it's when I talked to a young lady, and she was talking. We talking about views on marriage and things like that. And she was just so masculine and in her approach with it. Like, she sounded like a man, Sean. And then when you want to talk about something, and women don't realize that they do this, but something that makes them look less attractive is when you talk, when you're like, you kind of like a man. You're very masculine about the way you go things. Now, I understand, as far as the women who are go-getters, who are in business, you got to be that way. You have to be that way to get where you're trying to go. I got it. But men aren't looking for other men. So as soon as that's the one that really throws me off. That when that masculine energy jump out, Sean, I vacate the premises. I gotta go. I gotta go. She turned into a dude at that point. I don't date dudes.
Wow, be really with that boy. B.
Oh,
Hey,
hey, real quick,
hey,
real
hey,
quick,
hey.
real quick, real
What
quick,
you
real
got? What you
quick.
got? What you got? What
So,
you got?
so I was doing Instacart, doing shopping, get people groceries, right? So I seen the lady in
Right,
there, this black lady in there, and she had the little bodysuit that they wear. It snap under the bottom. It looked like the onesie that babies have, but it's
right.
like the bodysuit for the ladies. So I noticed, like, at the top of her pants, you could see hanging over her pants was the little buttons on it, and then the little small little piece that clip between the legs. And I'm like,
Right.
I don't think she knows that bodysuit is out. And this was a black lady, a little professional in her professional garb, but just her energy when I looked at her when I first got over there, the way she looked at me, we was like over by the dairy, and I grabbed my stuff. The way her energy was, I was like, you know what? I'm not even gonna say anything. I wanted to tell her, hey, your jumper hanging out the back, your little rump, whatever that is. that's hanging out the back, ma'am. I'm sorry, but I didn't even do it. I just kept it moving, Sean, just because of the way her energy was.
Wait.
She
Hold
didn't
on.
even
Let me
say
make.
anything.
Hold on. What you mean? Her butt was out?
No, it was
Oh,
they
okay.
wear called a bodysuit. My sister told me because I asked her the name, and it looks like the onesies the babies wear that snap between the legs, but it's for women for what they wear under their clothes. And I guess she went to the restroom, didn't forgot to snap it back, and it was hanging out the back. And I was like,
Mm,
I
mm.
wanted to say something, but her energy, man, her energy threw me all off. And I was like, you know what? I can't say nothing to this person, so I kept it moving. Hopefully, somebody told her.
Well, so did she have a unit on her face? Like, you better not say
Oh,
nothing to me.
Sean, daggers, Sean. And I'm
Wow.
like, I don't even know you, ma'am. I was like, okay, but yeah.
Wow.
Besides,
Wow.
so what come out your mouth? That too, that right there. Because now, if I wanted to approach, if I found her attractive, Sean, it was dead right there.
Ooh. You know what, man? This brings me to conversations over the years that I've had with, young ladies that are friends. How they say, man, Sean, I ran across this dude. Dude was so fine, man. Sean, he was so fine. Sean, he was so fine. And she said, so a lot of women have told me when they saw him, they say, please don't let him say nothing dumb out his mouth to mess this up, especially if I'm going to give him these cookies. Man, you tell him, I mean, listen, women have the
Yep,
same thoughts as
yep.
us men. Listen,
Mm-hmm.
man, he looked good. Boy, he looked good. Please don't let him say nothing stupid out of his mouth. Because fellas don't believe, like, listen, we think we literally in a lot of different things we think the same. Men and
Yep.
women think the same in
In a
some
lot of areas.
instances, in a
Yeah.
lot of areas, which is very extremely interesting to me. A woman could be like, boy, please don't say nothing stupid, because I'm gonna give it to you, but
Mm-hmm.
soon as he said, it will kill the whole vibe with her. It will literally, you can literally shut down that vibe. You say the wrong thing with a woman. She's like, nah, 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 nah. I even heard comedians say this. The first comedian I heard say it was Chris Rock, when he was like, you know what, I was about to, and soon she was like, soon as Chris Rock was imitating a woman, as soon as she was like, no, no. You know what? All you gotta do, Chris Rock, all you gotta do is just keep your mouth shut. Don't say nothing stupid, and you gonna
Mm-hmm.
be good. But a lot of times, men will say something dumb out their mouth, which will ruin the whole ambiance of the situation. Same thing
Yep.
with women. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? You got to understand that your thought process will mess up your progress with that man or with that woman.
Yeah.
And it for me,
That's personal and professional.
oh my God, oh yeah, be personally and professional. When you are pretty much driven by positivity, that's like being a positive person and hearing somebody whine, bitch, and moan and complain every day. Every day something is wrong with them. Every day it is something. And
Yeah.
if you're driven by a positive nature, what that does, it shuts you down, and you start creating distance. You're like, man, this person, you know, they proclaim that they positive, but they always talking in a toxic type nature. You know what I'm saying? It's
Mm-hmm.
like every day is something you, after a while, that gets old after a while. What you say out your mouth and your thought process, especially with people who pretty much live by a different code of positivity, and they try not to speak negative stuff over themselves and over their lives. Man, you have no idea, people, what that does. So your mindset, if your mindset ain't right, the rest about you don't even freaking matter. I don't care. For me, I don't care
Yeah.
how fine you are. If your mind ain't right, I'm like, no, that's just not gonna work for Sean. That's just not gonna work. I don't know about you,
Yeah.
B. I mean,
Oh yeah. If the mind isn't right, we talk about it all the time. Mindset. How their mindset is and how they talk. Like already, I know that I could talk to a young lady now, and certain things she says is going to disqualify her right off the
Right.
top. Certain things
Right.
she says is going to disqualify her.
Hmm.
One thing that will disqualify her is and I get where people come from with it, but I'm not one of those people where if she's like, well, I don't want to change my name if I get married. I want to keep my name, or the least I'll do is hyphenate it. Disqualify X. Disqualify what? Well, if you want to keep your last name, marry your daddy. How about that?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, easy fix.
Easy.
Easy fix.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, my and that I've never understood that. I guess I can kind of. I don't
I
know,
kind
B.
of
I
get
mean,
it,
I kind of get it. B.
especially
I
if
get
she's
it when you.
professional.
I get it if you maybe a Beyonce or Jay, you big
Yeah.
time whatever,
Yeah.
and
I
it's a
take Knowles
part.
Carter. Yeah.
Right. It's a
Hmm.
part of your brand. It's a part of that's what they know you as.
Yeah.
I get that when it comes to business.
Yeah.
Um,
But that's not many
but
women.
yeah, that's not many women. And there is, and B, I don't know what you B, what do you think? I'm gonna ask you, be honest. Do you think there's a business side to a relationship or partnership? Do you think that?
Yes. Absolutely.
What do you think
Absolutely.
that is? What do you think that is?
I remember we talked about this before. I said that if people treated their relationships more like a job or a business, we would be much better off
Mm,
because the job side of it, the business part of it, is the work that has to be put in.
mm, right. That part right there. That part right there. Because for me, and I heard the brothers talking about it, man. I can't remember the forum, but I follow them. And they be talking about some good stuff. Some stuff I be like,
Yeah.
okay, guys, y'all going a little bit too far left on that. But some of the stuff I do agree with. And there is a business side to any relationship, partnership, marriage, or whatever, you know, but it's good when you have a woman who don't mind getting dirty with you.
Yeah.
She don't mind getting gully with you, getting, gritty and grimy with you. And what I mean by that, I'm kind of, you know, using analogies and paraphrasing or whatever. But what I mean is that work, that hustle and grind mode.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? She not allowing you to just put it all on your back, but she's like, listen, I'm gonna get dirty with you too. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, let's say y'all wanna, and I heard the brother saying, for example, like, let's say we want to go on a trip, and you was like, you know what, man, we need to tighten up. Our savings is kind of diminished a little bit. We need
Yeah.
to tighten up and build that up and get, you know what I'm saying? And we gonna grind hard for 6 months, and then boom, you know, it's good when both partners are hustlers and grinders.
Yeah.
It's bad when one person is a hustler and grinder, and the other person just all they got is this.
Yeah.
They just
Oh
got
yeah.
this. I'm like, dude, I'm like, how is this a partnership when you just got this out? This is a one ship. If your hand's gonna be out and you ain't helping me get dirty, we don't need to even do this. I'm like, nah, man. I ain't even talking about no 50-50, no 80-20, no 70-30, no 60-40. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about both of us be grinding so we can build an empire together. Two heads are
Yeah.
better than one, baby. Two heads are better than one. Because if you
Yeah.
give me all the power, I hate to say it, I'm pretty much going to treat you like a peon. I'm pretty much going to treat you like a peasant. I mean, because you ain't bringing nothing to the table, you just mooching.
Yeah.
And, I'm a hustler by nature. I've been hustling all
Hmm.
my life, so that's all I know. So the thing that's going to compliment me is a female hustler.
Yeah.
It's like Beyonce say, you know,
Hmm.
hey, 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 listen, females are hustlers too.
Yeah.
Certain females.
Yeah.
You got to me, I put them in there are criterias of females. You got the hustler, you got the grinder, and you got the moocher. The moocher, me and the moocher ain't got nothing to talk about. You
No.
could be fine all day long. Me and you ain't got nothing to talk about.
Yeah.
Because let's say something happened to me, I get handicapped, I can't do this, I can't do that. Then the moocher, well,
Gone.
she in the wind. She like a fart, she like a good fart in the wind. She gone.
Gone.
My mom
Yep.
told me long. My mom told me as a teenager, baby. Be mindful and always be watchful. Be mindful and always watch out for moochers. She
Yeah.
said, baby, you want somebody to match you. That's what you want.
Yep.
Because if she and her mind's got to be right, baby. If she has the mentality that it's all about her, you gonna have problems with that chick.
Yep.
That chick
Yep.
can't buy me a damn burger. Oh, that's a huge issue. That's a huge issue. So you can't do nothing for me. I ain't gonna ask you for nothing because the man in me ain't gonna even allow me to do that. I'm not asking you for a damn thing because I don't want nothing thrown up in my face. And if you do something for me and I didn't ask you, obviously you didn't do it from the heart. You did it with an agenda, an ulterior motive. So
Selfishness.
I'm not gonna ask you for anything, period. And then if you do something, you have an attitude that, know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna leave money on the table, like Robin Givens left that money on the table for Eddie Murphy when he was whining about, he spent $200 for tickets. Oh, that $200. When you wake up in the morning, it's gonna be right there, letting you know. I want to let you know I don't need you. I was
Yeah.
hustling before you. I'm gonna be hustling after you. It don't matter. I'm gonna get mine regardless because that's how I am. I've
Yeah.
been hustling since I was a kid. So I'm gonna get mine regardless. No, you whining about that? There you go. It's on the table. Oh, dang. It make you feel some type of way. Well, don't bring it up then. If you're gonna do something for a brother, don't bring it up and throw it up in his face what you do later. That's why I'm like, nah, people say, why ain't you ask me? No, 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 no. Because I done been there, done that. Now I damn near don't want nobody doing nothing, not a damn thing for me. I'm like, no, I get it. And if I can't get it, I will get it eventually.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying? But the man in me is not gonna ask. The man in me ain't gonna have me doing this.
Yeah.
I'm a man. I ain't,
Oh,
I
of
ain't doing.
course.
I ain't asking another man for a thing. I damn sure ain't asking a woman for Nathan. I
Yeah.
mean nada.
Yeah. So
Because if we got a partnership, we should want to do for each other anyway. That shouldn't.
yeah.
What's understood as a partnership don't even need to be discussed. Go ahead, B. I ain't mean to cut you off, bro.
Oh no, no, you good. So just imagine this. So you on your grind, you on your purpose, you out there, you got your ups, you got your downs, but you out there, you hustling and you're grinding, and that's your main focus.
Mm-hmm.
Five, five, whatever size you like, however, like top, bottom, whatever you like her to look in the face, skin tone, hair, teeth, you name it, she has it. She hits all the physical markers that you're looking for.
Mm.
And you just like, man, this is a gorgeous woman. But as soon as she compromises the grind, she tries to put herself above it. She wants you to
Oh no.
prioritize her. She
Mm-mm-mm.
messes it up for whatever reason.
Mm-mm. You got to go.
You might you gotta go. You turn
You
to an
got to
ugly
go.
person. You're right. You turn into somebody that you no longer finding me no more. You still look good. You still look good, but I can't have this no more. I can't do this anymore because the grind was here before you came, like you said, and I'm gonna have still once you leave. Guess what I'm gonna have to do after you leave? I'm gonna have to continue to grind and hustle and do what I do and stay on my purpose. So I should never come off of it. It should always be my first priority. Always.
If I'm on my hustle and I'm on my grind and I'm chasing that and I'm chasing you, here's the thing. How you think I can do things for you? How you think I can buy you lavish gifts or take you on a trip somewhere? That's from my hustle and grind. And you gonna sit here and bitch whine
Mm-hmm.
and complain about it? A woman who bitches, whines, moans, and complain about a man who works, is on his hustle, and is on his grind, deserves 100% grade A bum. That's exactly what you deserve.
Yeah.
Now, there's plenty of bums out here.
Plenty.
You could throw a rock out there and hit any bum you want to on every given day, Monday through Sunday. Get you one of them. But my hustle and grind has got me where I'm at today. And that's always gonna come first. I'm sorry. If you whine about I'm working too much, you. And I tell people all the time, don't mess with no dude that's an entrepreneur. Please don't do it. You ain't ready. You ain't built like that way. You need your 9 to 5.
Mm-hmm.
Get you a 9 to 5 so y'all can be up under each other's ass 24/7.
Yeah.
You're not gonna be able to do that with a dude that's on an entrepreneur. Hell no. He
Yeah.
can his kids are taking the back seat. So you mean you If and
Yeah.
he loves his kids, I'm like, are you out your rabbit ass mind? No, no, no. You got to go.
Yeah.
Let me get me a female entrepreneur, and then so she understands my dilemmas. I
Yeah.
mean, because you can ask any entrepreneur, do they kind of want to work as hard as they work? If they're honest, they're gonna be like, nah. If I
Smarter,
can
not
get it to
harder.
where I want to work, yeah, but I got to get there first. You
Got to
got to
get there
build.
first.
It's all
Mm-hmm.
about the build, and the build is not overnight.
Mm-mm.
You have to understand the entrepreneur game. You see what I'm
Yep.
saying? And people who whine and bitch, there's no way they could be an entrepreneur because they whine too much about, oh, you always working. You know what? This is what I'm supposed to do. I'm
Yeah.
not even going to sit here and have a back and I'm not even going back and forth with you about my business. You and I want this. I want to say something, but I'm not going to be vulgar. I'm being nice today, so I'm going to suppress that. But I was going to say
Right.
you could eat a blank. So,
Yeah.
but my whole thing about it is that you got to understand this is the package. That's my brand. My business is my brand. There's nothing on my mind 24/7 more than my business. My kids and my business. My business and my kids. It's
Yeah.
on my mind 24/7. When I'm having an off month and you can't understand, see, when an entrepreneur is passionate about what they're doing and
Mm-hmm.
the month isn't flowing is right, they don't expect them to be in always the best of mood because they got that on their mind. But don't
Yeah.
add stress. Don't pour fuel or don't on the fire already because you're just going to ignite it. You just don't understand where they at in their life. And yeah, because they're driven, they want their business to be so successful. When they having an off month, yeah, they're gonna be a little bit they're gonna be feeling some type of way about that. And then
Yeah.
in their mind, they're thinking about strategy and things of that nature. Because one thing I learned about business, you learn you're gonna learn one or two things: how to manage money or not how to manage money. And that's the part of entrepreneurship, and people don't understand that. Being with an entrepreneur, it's not easy. It
Right.
ain't easy at all. But you got to be mature enough to understand that's what that dude does. How about being proud of that dude that he's a real boss? I ain't talking about a boss that's telling people what to do. That's not a boss. I'm talking about a boss that's got his name on some shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
He owns some stuff. Yeah.
Exactly. So that's and I don't know why people think that no, 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 no. You working for somebody to make money.
Yeah.
You working for the person that owns that business to make them more money. You're not a boss.
Yeah.
A boss is you ain't got not a damn person to answer to, but the big man upstairs in the IRS. That's it. That's a boss. So
Yeah.
so that we are clear on what a boss truly is. He answers to nobody but the big man upstairs and the IRS, nobody else. That's a boss. And if you're not in that bracket, you ain't a boss. Stop saying that. You're lying to people. Stop doing that. It
Yeah.
ain't right.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man.
Let's
So,
say let's say that's a bum with a capital BUM.
oh,
Yeah,
Ness.
Ness.
Hey, Ness, you need to give Ness, you need to give B the hammer roll, because boy, B be laying down that hammer, boy. Hammer don't hurt him. Oh, Ness be you'll post something
Yeah.
sometime, Ness be like, oh Sean, hammer don't hurt him, hammer don't hurt him. It made me laugh every time he say it. But getting back to that mind, man, sometimes when people speak, they lose me, B. They lose me. I'm
Yeah.
like, you had me till you open up that mouth that ain't talking about nothing. That mouth
Mhm.
of negativity, that mouth of being toxic, that mouth of being a Debbie Downer, a negative Nancy. I'm like, man, who?
So let's go from the angle in the professionally, because you got your own business. So the
Right,
professionally, and you dealing with people and the things that come out of mouth, things they say, because just me getting into this now, starting this the last couple of years and really getting to know people and building my own platform, I
right.
always kind of try to get a feel for how people are, what they are like in conversation, and whether I think there's anything productive I could take from them, or if I just need to go on about my business.
Right, right. Right, right. And business, man, people ask me why don't you why don't you partner up with somebody? I'm like, I do. There's one person I would partner up that I trust, and I know he's got my back because I've been knowing this brother for years, and we have worked together. Is my dude that owns up my boy Brandon, my boy Brandon Floyd, man. Partner up on different ideas and things of that nature, because we got the same goal in mind. I know he truly got my back, and I truly have his. I said I've tried the partnership before, and that shit went south, and I'm like, I'll never do that again.
Yeah,
It's got to be somebody who has the same vision as me. We have the
yeah,
same goals, and we know whatever we're doing is for the best interest of the business. So when you try the partner thing, and it goes left, you be like, you know what? I'm gonna do bad by myself. I get it on my own. I do it how I want to do it, and I don't have to deal with that. And because people ask me all the time, but when it comes to in business, certain things that come out of certain people's mouth, there's only one dude that I truly will listen to, and he dude is positive. He's pretty much a younger version of myself, and that's Brandon Floyd. That's
mm,
my dude. I give him his props, man. There's no one thing about us. There's no jealousy. There's no envy. There's no. It's a brotherhood, man. We both want to see each other eat. We both
yeah,
want to see each other at the highest hierarchy of success, and we're working on some things right now, um, behind the scenes that we keep in low key. But my whole thing about it is that you know that person right there, I know how that person's mindset is. But then you got the shady, shisty people who come in. They want to try to do something with you, but then I'm like, listen, man, I gotta still stand. Regardless, I feel you, dog, but I gotta. It's got to be a part of my vision. If it's
yeah,
outside of my vision, that's not gonna work. That's not going to
mm-hmm,
work for my brand. That's not going to work for where I want tailor-made training to go. There's different things and different entities that I want tailor-made training for you to be about, but it all comes right back to fitness. It all comes right back to the mindset. And if you really want to know what tailor-made training is about, all you got to do is go to my website, tailormadetrainingforyou.net, and you can see all those words are me. Every syllable is me. Everything about
mm-hmm,
tailor-made training, what you're gonna get, what does it entail, how long I've been doing it, all those things are my words that I gave to my web developer, and then boom, the website came alive. But it is my word, it is my verbiage, it's my vision. You see what I'm saying?
mm-hmm,
So I never want to go outside my vision. I got to stay in my vision, because once I do that, now I'm being greedy and other things, and I'm like, no, I want to stay in my vision. I don't want to get out of that, because that's not it's not who TaylorMade is. It's not who Sean Taylor is. So I want to stay in my
mm-hmm.
vision, and but you got to surround yourself around the people with the kind of the like mindset as you when it comes to positivity, and just being just being inspirational. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Because not everybody, a lot of people get in this game, fitness game. They're driven by money. They're not driven by passion. There's no money. There's no passion in that. You're just trying to collect as many chips as you trying to get. But to me, it's a mindset, man. Be passionate about what you're passionate about, and the money is going to come. Just live in your passion, live in your vision.
sure.
That's my advice for anybody, even for you, B.
Yeah,
Stay. If you got a vision, stay in your vision, bro. Don't let, because people go. B, I'm telling you, they gonna
mm-hmm.
come to get you outside of that vision,
And
and you
that's what
got
I
to,
was
and
going
you
to bring up.
right.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Talk about it. That the more you um, deal with those type of people, the more you lose yourself. You know,
God, boy, you killing it. That's
yeah,
exactly,
yeah. The more you
exactly,
lose
B.
yourself, the more you deal with those people, because when you bring in those different mentalities, different mindsets, you get away from why we're here. What got me to this point? You know, you always have to continue to keep that. Like you say, stay on your vision. You're right. You got to stay on your vision, because people are always looking for they. how what's the best way to say this? People are always out for self. Let's put it out there. This like people are out for self.
Oh yeah,
It's
all the
it's
time.
rare that you're gonna come across somebody in this life. It's very few people you're gonna come across in this life that's generally going to care about you just because you're you. Everybody else is going to be looking for what they can get over on you or what they can get out of you with giving you the absolute least they can possibly give you. That's just
Wow.
it. People say, well, that's a cold way to look at it, whatever is this way. That's the truth. That's the
Well,
truth. You
be
could come
well,
across
be
some nice people,
yeah,
but for most part,
yeah.
people are looking out for self, though. You never forget that.
You can't
Self-preservation is
be.
like human law number one. Come on.
Be even in the good book it says, man, and which I've had conversations all the time, man. Listen, we living in the last days right now. This is to me, I look at these days are this is the last book in the good book. We live in a revelation right now, and it says in the good book,
Yep.
the last days people become lovers of themselves. You see that all the time. In the
Hold.
last days, the people in the last days, people becoming lovers of themselves. People is all about themselves because my phone rang. Somebody always trying to sell me something. Somebody always trying to, hey, have you thought about this? Have you thought about this for your business? I say, listen, man, I have to have like they would have me intrigued until they get off topic out their mouth with something else, and I'm like, no, your mindset ain't right. I said,
Mm-hmm.
because why would you want a man to go way out in left field for what his brand is about? You know what my brand is about because you went to my website. We start off conversation. We start off good. Man, your website is nice and clean. I like how it's not oversaturated with extra stuff. I said, man, I'm not an oversaturated dude. I like things clean, clear. I like the message to come across. I ain't trying to get people to be on my website but like so confused and discombobulated. They don't know what the hell. No, I want to make it simplistic. That's what I told my web developer. I said, listen, I don't want all them fancy bells and whistles and all that other stuff going on. Things,
Mm-hmm.
all the weird stuff. I don't need that. I said, man, I'm a simple dude. I like simple things, and I want it to come across people easy. You know, I don't
Yeah.
want to be talking over people's heads and people because there's some websites you can go to. I've been on websites, man, they're just really confusing. You're
Mm-hmm.
like, man, what the hell? What? Yeah, it's so much going on a website, you just get lost and just trying to
Yep.
navigate through the damn thing. I wanted my website to be simple, smooth, and clean just like I am. That's how I wanted the website to represent me. I wanted to be smooth, simple, and I wanted to be clean. So I have people reaching out to me for all different type of endeavors and this and that. And I was like, no, man, I got to stay in my vision. And then you tell them that they get a whole attitude with you,
Mm-hmm.
which let me further know that their mindset ain't right. I'm like, you just a selfish bastard. You just trying to capitalize for self. You ain't thinking about tailor-made training for you. You're not, you know.
Yep.
So you
Yeah.
fast talking me, thinking I'm some gump that you could just get over. No, it's not gonna right. I'm gonna stay in my vision, man. I'm gonna stay in my vision no matter what. Because I talked to dudes, man, before I opened my business 7 years ago that did it before me and very successful. They say, Sean, at the end of the day, whatever you do, stay in your vision. Don't let
Yeah.
nobody get you to come outside of your vision. Sean, you came up with the name Tailor Made Training for you. You got the vision, what you want your website to say. It's your vision. This is stuff you've been thinking about for years. So don't let somebody pull you out of something that you created. You see, Sean, you created Tailor Made Training for you from nothing. That's
Yeah.
creativity. So don't let somebody come in and taint that.
Yeah.
Because now, because then be based off that negative person's mindset, now they're gonna have you doing cookie cutter approaches to things. That's why, Kentucky fried chicken don't taste as good as it used to. McDonald's and all those things I used to love as a kid don't taste as good. Why? Because they didn't change the ingredients and they're doing a cookie cutter approach and just trying to get it out there. And now the quality of taste is gone.
Yeah.
Why? Because they got outside the vision and they became greedy about this. I'm not motivated by money.
Yeah.
I'm not, and that's not what my passion is. My passion is helping people with the right mindsets that sees the value of their bodies, that sees the value of their health and their fitness, that sees the value of having someone who has more
Yep.
experience than them to get them to where they need to be. That's that's what I'm driven by. That's what my passion is I'm not driven by money, because when you're driven by money, there is no feeling in that, and people
Mhm.
see right through that when you're just driven by money. You got to have a
Yeah.
higher purpose than just that.
True, true. So I would say that this title saying what's the best way to what's a good comparison. So I'll take it to the sports realm. So
Right.
say you got a wide receiver, really good size. Say let's say he's 6'1", 6'2", really good size. Got good speed. He has 4.4 speed, almost 4.3 speed. Decent route runner. Very explosive in and out of his cuts, but he can't catch.
Right.
He can't catch. Running back, great blend of power and speed, cutback ability, but he's a fumbler.
Mm. Mhm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, quarterback, he can throw it a mile, but he can't pitch it 10 yards. I'm saying this is what we're talking about here. This is
That's
what we're
that.
talking
Remember
about.
that.
That's a
Remember the
remember. Hey,
Titan. Remember,
I was watching.
Remember the Titans reference. Man, yeah, that's a
Yeah.
good. But that's a good analogy though.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good
Sunshine looked
analogy.
good. Couldn't pitch it 10 yards.
Man, you could throw that thing 85 yards, but you can't pitch it 10. Come on,
Yeah.
man. That's the
Yeah.
short game right there. That should be easy. You doing the
Mm-hmm.
hard thing. You got a cannon, but I need you to pitch that thing 10 yards. That's it. 5 yards. You can't do that. Come on, man. Come on now. Come on, sunshine. Come on, sunshine.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
that's a good analogy, B.
Yeah. Whether you got the quintessential look or not, yeah, it doesn't matter because your actions, what you say, and what you do is so
Mm,
important.
right.
It's so important. That's why, like, I think about this. I was like, if you look at just take white men for example. Let's just white men. You look at white men, those who are successful. Not we're not talking about entertainers and athletes. That's a different kind of the rock star world. No, just conservative, successful men.
Hmm.
Guys that make a little bit of money. They're traditional men. Those men have their standard is stringent. Like you're not if so put it this way, you don't really see them with bombshells. I notice you
Mm,
don't. You don't
mm,
really see them with bombshells, IG models, Victoria's Secret models. No, you don't. You see them with a regular looking women. She put on some makeup, put on some outfit or whatever. She could dress it up a little bit. She kind of cute or whatever, but this is a regular looking woman. What he went beyond is he went beyond the physical. And he was like, hey, what came out of her mouth? What are her actions? What did she do? Those are the things that influenced them. And I think all of us can take a page out of that book as far as all men, when you look at it, because they're as far as their standards were, as far as weight, size, age, all of that, it's way worse than any other guys. So any movement you could think of that, like whether it's the body positivity movement, they got an ageist movement for older women. That started because of white guys, because of those guys basically said like, hey, I want this, and this. And they're like, hey, I'm at the top of the food chain and I can get this, and this. So if you're not these things, out the door, cold with it too,
hmm.
you know.
That's why,
But
man, you see, for me, B, I love what you touched on, man, because how she thinks
yeah,
is important to him. You
yep,
see what I'm saying? She's looking at him as a person. She's not looking at him as a dollar sign.
mm-hmm.
She knows what he brings to the table, but then when he talks to her, it's not her interest in him isn't about what he can do for her. Her interest in him isn't about what
Mm-hmm.
he drives.
Yeah,
Her interest in him is not about the big house he has or what's in his bank account. And it's like my mother used to always tell me, Sean, all you gotta do is just listen to a person long enough, observe them long enough. They're gonna tell you exactly what they're all about. And now you
mm-hmm.
have to make a decision. Do you want that person in your life? Do you want that person in your circle? Do you want that person in your world? And my thing about it is if she talking crazy, if she's talking like everybody else talks, if she's talking like it's a woman, you can find out about a woman if she has attitude that everything's about her based off the conversation,
Yeah. Yeah.
based off her attitude, her demeanor. Yeah, you could be confident, but the minute she talks and she's just as ugly as a damn cockroach. She's beautiful, but she is ugly as a cockroach. I mean, once she talks and it doesn't vibe right, you just ugly as hell to me. I mean, you're just ugly. I don't
Hmm.
even see your look. I don't even see your looks no more. You're just ugly.
Yeah.
Because your mindset is not going to be something that I want to come home to every day. You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
posted something today in a story. I posted it on my Instagram. It's on my business page. I even posted in my FIMP group. And it's Michael B. Jordan. And I love when you see in movies, man, where they have like a scene where a woman is breathing life into that dude. It's her mindset.
Yeah. I know what you're
There's
talking about.
nothing like there's nothing like a woman that breathes life into you,
Hmm.
hope into you,
Hmm.
and loves you. And I put at the bottom, she's a rare find. These women, I don't care what nobody say, she is a rare find because Michael B. Jordan is in the ring, and the girl who I love her as an actress, her name just escapes me right now.
Are you
She was
talking about? Is
holding
it
this.
Tessa?
Yeah, I love Tessa. I love her to death, man,
Man,
because
Sean, that's one of my favorites.
she's just a great actress. She has a beautiful soul and just a beautiful
Classical
mind when
beauty.
she
She
speaks.
has a
Just Yeah, and
classic beauty.
just a
Classic.
classy woman. Just her mindset, man,
Yeah.
is just beautiful. So she was just saying like, D, you got this. She believed. There's nothing like when you got a real woman that believes in you. She believes in your dreams. She believes in your vision. Her belief ain't got nothing to do with what's in his pocket. Her belief in him ain't got nothing to do with what the hell he driving. Her belief in him ain't got nothing to do with what he can or cannot do for her. Her belief is because she really loves that dude.
Hmm. Yep.
This ain't got nothing to do with money. And a lot of women can't think like that because they so saturated about the dollar and being the prize shit. That how about supporting him? And I love that. I loved and Jerry Maguire when you had Cuba Gooding Jr. and my girl Regina King, who I love again. She was like, "Baby, we determine our worth. We gonna play out this shitty contract until we get a better contract." See, when a woman believes in you, when she breathes life into you, and she believes in you, and she loves you right, that dude can do. He feel like Superman, Incredible Hulk, the Black Panther all rolled up into one. But
Hmm.
when she bitching and whining and moaning and talking about I'm the prize, you ain't got nothing to bring to the table, but just the way you look. And I hate to say it, but baby, I done had you 100 times over and even better looking. I'm past that. I'm
Yeah.
52 years old, baby. I don't give a damn about how the hell you look. How about what are you breathing into me at the end of the
Yeah.
day? How are you supporting me at the end of the day? How you even care about what's going on in my world, in my mind at the end of the day? How are
Hmm.
you uplifting me and encouraging me at the end of the day? Because when a dude always got to be the cheerleader, he got to be Superman 24/7. Ain't nobody lifting him up. At some point, he is going to get on empty.
Yeah.
And then he's pouring from an empty cup. Then he's done with your ass. Because all you bring is aggravation, irritation, and agitation. There is no peace. So when you bring no peace and he moves away, he's just gonna leave you in pieces. So my thing about it is that the mindset, for me, the mindset is everything. It's the mindset is fuck your looks. Sorry if I see he said fuck. Yeah, fuck your looks, fuck your shape,
Hmm.
fuck your job, because you ain't contributing to me anyway. You ain't
Yeah.
contributing to our empire cause because you keeping your money and just constantly spend mine. So fuck all that. I care about how you think. I care about what comes out your mouth. And what's come out your mouth, what comes out everybody's mouth, that's not going to be appealing to me. I'm not going to wife you or cuff you anyway.
Yeah.
You're just somebody, I'm just being honest. You're just somebody I'm just spending time with until I find something better. And that's how us dudes do. We ain't gonna tell you that shit, but we
Mm-hmm.
already know where you rank in the grand scheme of things of our lifetime and our longevity of what we want in a real
Yeah.
woman. And what you are is not what we want. See, what you think we want the opposite of that. Because
Yes.
what man walks up to you like, hey, how much money you make? Or look at, let me
Mm-hmm.
see what type of car she drive or whatever. I don't give a damn about that shit.
Yeah.
If you clean, you ain't got dishes piled up in your sink, your bathroom don't look like a damn biohazard. You know, I walk in your house and it's just from a repugnant shit. I care about them things, the simplistic things, because I can't have my daughter or my son introduce you to this person who living like a hoarder, pig pen off a damn Charlie Brown. I can't have him around that. I
Yeah.
can't have her around that. See, what you women under what y'all miss, there are men and there are men who think. There are men who are mentally driven. There are men who are
Mm-hmm.
very deep in their intellectual. That means just being an intellect. You can't move and talk to them like you move and talk to the mother gumps out there because they're gonna be like, nah, they see right through you. They not gonna even say nothing to you, but in the back of their mind, she ain't even freaking wifey material. She wifey material for a bum. She ain't wifey material to somebody who got any common sense or any intellect because she ain't got no room for growth.
Yeah.
She's at her top peak of her mental growth because she got so much closed-minded shit in her cerebral. She got to make you got to make room to, just like I said in the podcast. You got to make room to push out the closed-minded shit for
Mm-hmm.
to make room to bring in for the open-minded furniture. You got to make room.
Yeah.
But the way she thinks and what says out of her mouth, Brandon, it tells you all about the female and it tells you all about the male.
Yeah.
But Brandon, they don't think. Men ain't thinking deep enough, and women ain't thinking about. They think surface. That's all they think, and that's why they
Surface
keep getting
level.
in these bullshit jive ass relationships.
True. Let's see.
Man,
Nesco got a
Brandon,
couple comments.
what? Yeah, let's see what my boy Ness say.
Let's see. Nesco say he said, I would add that any partnership or relationship in life or business, people always have vision for the struggle. There will always be some time when struggle obstacles come. If you can sit together, stay true to yourself through the rough time will determine how successful you and your relationship will become. I am blessed with an amazing partner and wife who tries to beat loving me. There's nothing more fulfilling in life than to have. Okay, so I can't see the rest. So, and then his next one says, at some point, men have to stop chasing and choosing what looks good while sacrificing what and who actually feels good to you mentally, emotionally, and physically. Yeah, he talk about
Right.
hey, he talk about hammer don't hurt him to my pig pen hammer.
I love Ness, man.
Hey,
Hammer don't hurt
so
him. Hammer don't hurt
hey,
him.
so right off the jump, man, talking to a young lady or talk to any woman, I can tell who she's dealt with just by the way she speaks about men. I can tell
Mm-hmm.
whether you dealt with males or whether you
Mm-hmm.
dealt with a man. Because
Mm-hmm.
there's a distinct difference, baby. There's a
Ooh,
difference
baby.
between males and a man.
Mm-hmm.
I
It
am a
sure
man.
is.
I
Right.
stand on my square. Will not be manipulated, will not be swayed. You will always come dead last. That's just what it is. Now, does that mean that, it's just I'm going to neglect you? No. But that means that this here is important. This was here before you. This is my life's purpose. I'm always going to be on this. You're going to be after this. Skip Bayless, he went viral for a video he did talking about Brady retiring and how people are mad with Brady's wife with him retiring because they feel like she's pressuring him to retire. And she doesn't want to see him get killed. Because
Right.
we just don't know. He might take a square shot from Aaron Donald and it might be all over. Hey, we
Right.
don't know. So I get that. But Skip was like, he said his first wife, he said, I wasn't going to be able to have children. He said, because in this business, I have to strike while the iron is hot and I'm going to have to travel. He said, and having kids will be selfish and it make me a terrible father. He said, but his current wife, he told her, he said, you will never come before this. This isn't a job. He say, I eat this, I breathe this. He said, I am obsessed with this. You're always gonna come after this. And
Mm-hmm.
you know what she did? She said, I remember she was talking. She said, She said, you notice when he would come over to hang out, he would always, he was into he was into sports. So she was like, oh, okay, cool. He's into sports, outside his job or whatever.
Hmm.
But she didn't realize how obsessed he was. So
Right.
she was like, it got to a point where she was like, you know what? I got to make it comfortable for him. So she set it up for him at her place, got all the sports packages, every network, everything. She made it easy for him. I was like, I understand why Skip married her. After listening to her talk, Sean, listening to her mindset, I said,
Mm-hmm.
those
Mm-hmm.
are these are the women that win in the end, right here.
Exactly. Exactly. A woman who buys in, she
Yeah,
is not trying to change him.
yeah,
There's a saying that the women used to say, you got to let that man be him.
yeah.
He got
Let a
one
man be a
mama.
man.
And this is what men, you know what? I've been in relationships with women. You can tell them, oh my God, Brandon, on my dead mom, God rest her soul, my dead uncle, my dead aunt. Listen, man, on my life, I have been in relationships trying to do the right thing. Tell a woman from A to Z how I am.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, this is what I don't like. I do not like beating dead horses. I do not like rehashing old stuff. Because guess what? I'm not going to do that to you.
Yep.
If we did something between each other and we talked about it and I've forgiven you for it, you will never, ever hear me bring it up again. I'm not going to beat dead horses. Don't change me. I am who I am. I'm not changing. I'm not changing to be with you. And if I got to change
Mm-hmm.
what I love to do and who I am to be with you, that price for me is way too high.
Yeah.
I can't afford it. I'm not going to compromise who I am
Mm-hmm.
just to satisfy your selfish need.
Yep.
And what Skip Bayless, I heard that story about Skip Bayless' wife. And I say, see, now that's a woman who has common sense. She
Mm-hmm.
is wise, very, very smart, and she playing chess. She wasn't playing checkers. She was like, I want this dude. You know what? I'm finna jump on board. I'm finna make it as comfortable as possible. And I'm gonna make sure
Yep.
I give him everything he needs. Why? Because he's gonna be right here.
Yep.
He gonna be right here. And then she won at the end. Instead of being always the bridesmaid, never the bride, she won. That's how women win. But they don't, they so stubborn. And society, oh my God, got them so brainwashed. Society has set women up to lose. Y'all think y'all winning. You're
Mm-hmm.
winning you're winning momentarily. You're
Yeah.
not winning the huge prize because you're not getting the dude. You may
Mm-hmm.
be getting a bag, but after a while, he gonna come hip to that. He gonna be like, no, that's it's gonna get old after a while. He gonna catch on. Men, we not as smart as y'all. Let's just, it takes us a while, but once we catch on, and then when the dude, here's the thing about a lot of us men, when we keep telling you stuff and telling you stuff and telling you stuff and telling you stuff, we get tired. Then when you lose us, now you're in a certain space, you cause that
Mm-hmm.
instead of jumping on board and just being in 100% compliance and not my mom, my aunt, my grandma, every older woman. I said, you got to let that dude be that. You got to let that man be that man.
Mm-hmm.
If you do anything the opposite, it's not going to work because men don't like that. Real men. I'm not talking about the spineless ones who just let you just the passive ones just let you just do anything and they just tuck their penis back and act like they got a vagina and just let you just run all over them. And I'm not talking about that dude. I'm talking about the real man. See, real
Mm-hmm.
men is not who know their position. They are not going to be moved, and that's
No.
not going to work well for you. You're
Yeah.
going to lose, and you're going to lose big. You are not going to. If that dude keep telling you, "Listen, this is me," you either accept it or not. He didn't told you. Now
Yeah.
that's his fault. No, that dude ain't been honest because I've done it so many times, and they keep doing it. I'm like, nah. And what at the point when you get tired of
Mm-hmm.
talking, now you annoy.
Yeah.
Now you don't. You put so much distance in between. Well, I don't see you because you're getting on my damn nerves. You never do. You never do it the way I tell you to do it. You always do the opposite. And you be bringing stuff that we listen. I'm too busy to be dealing with your emotional shit. I'm too busy to be dealing with. I ain't got time for that. You need a shrink. That's not me. I ain't got the time to give you all that stuff that you too damn needy. You too
Yeah.
damn clingy. And you need a 9 to 5 dude where you could just be on them like a spider monkey or something 24/7. I don't know, whatever you need. But I'm not that dude. And I don't mind bowing out of this thing gracefully because now I get my life the way I want it and I'm stress free because I ain't got to deal with your toxic ass. But women don't understand that. You got to quit trying to change these dudes. That is not going to work. Be the smart woman. You know what? Jump on board and give him the things that he needs. And guess what? That thing's going to turn a 360 in your favor. You got to quit playing checkers with these dudes and start playing chess. If that's the dude you want, be smart. Don't
Mm-hmm.
be dumb. I
Yeah.
mean, it's bad. It's bad to be dumb, but it's real bad when you go big dummy. Don't go
Mm-hmm.
big dummy. And a lot of these women go big dummy 24/7. I'll be looking at her. I just be laughing. I'm like, yeah, you went
Yeah.
big dummy on that one. You just don't, because all you got to do is just listen. Just
Mm-hmm.
listen to them. And then get on board with it. It's easy. You be like, golly, I wish I'd have done this 5 years ago. Yeah, it's simple. Men are simplistic. Men aren't even made to be complicated. We like tissue paper. You see right through us. We open
Mm-hmm.
books.
Yeah.
Women are the ones that you damn near got to have a freaking degree in rocket science to figure out
Yeah.
because there's so much junk going on.
She's a
Uh,
variable. She's a
yeah,
variable. It's she's
and they
it's
don't
constant
and
changing.
yeah, and they
Mm-hmm.
don't understand that, and they always want to be in arguments with that. Like, so you mean tell me you simple like we simple? We really gonna have that dumb conversation? So
Mm-hmm.
you just gonna sit up here and lie because you just don't like what I'm saying? Women don't like to acknowledge things. Women don't like to acknowledge things, and they don't like to accept certain things. They just don't. It's in their nature. It just don't. It takes a special type of woman who gets it. And that woman who gets it, that's the one who gets the prize, and that's the one that gets the man, and that's the one who gets to be the bride and never the bridesmaid. That's the one who gets it. But y'all don't want to talk about that because you're so combative. It's always a competition. I don't even argue with them no more. Arguing is pointless.
Yeah. Was it?
B, if you go back to, I read a long post about why I don't argue no more. It's on my
Mm-hmm.
personal page. B, I got like 2 likes on it. Everything that's truth, they never like it. They never, and it's on my page. It's a long
Mm-hmm.
post about why I don't argue no more. When you get the chance, brother, go
I gotta
read
check that
that.
out. Yeah,
That's deep.
yeah,
It's deep.
definitely argue. But was I don't know if it was Patty or Retha said that I'd rather live in his world than to be in mine without him.
Mm,
It's that simple. It's that simple. Let's see. There's a real woman is going to support her man's grind. Lisa Reed. Oh yeah, yes, Lisa Reed. Said Nesco said there's nothing in life more fulfilling than having a star player on your team who plays
mm,
hurt, never miss a game, all
mm,
while also nursing your injuries. Thank you, Lord.
mm.
Some women play the game just to score points, while us real men play to win the game. Oh yeah, yeah. They the Atlanta Falcons, Nets. They up 28-3 in the third quarter, and Brady is on the other side of the ball. That's what they're doing, Ness. Dude, Ness, that women are up. Women have been up right now in this social order, the way things are. And when you say about them being smarter, one of the ways that they're smarter is socially. Socially, they're much smarter than us. They run laps. They run laps around us socially. They have
Oh
more
yeah.
social awareness, more social intelligence. It takes
Right.
men a while to really, really get that. Um,
So
but yeah, they're the Atlanta Falcons, Ness. They're the Atlanta
yeah,
Falcons. They up
all
28 to
day.
3. They celebrating. Oh, well, we
Hmm.
1 quarter away. We about to do it. Now, here come the men with Brady at the helm. Oh, you better believe it. You better believe it. It's on the comeback. So it says Hammer Hammer bringing that fire. Hammer is tight, but it's right. My facts, bro. I was telling the female yesterday, if you find a complicated man, run expeditiously. Yeah. These are real women acknowledge their ish. Yeah, yeah,
That's
yeah,
right. That's right, Ness. All
for
day,
sure.
bro. All day.
For
So
sure.
B, real
Mm-hmm.
quick, that post I was telling you about, so you ain't got to go look for it. I'm gonna read it for you. I
And I'll make sure I
posted
like
it.
it.
I posted it on February 3rd.
Okay.
Now, Here it is. I started it out shaking my damn head. SMDH. Some people just don't or never will get it. I'm at the point that I finally see that arguing is completely pointless. Why argue with anyone that filters information through their detached lenses of ridiculous, perpetual biases predicated from their unreasonable moral compass? By constantly arguing, nothing is resolved or rectified. You're racking your brain, reiterating the same points over and over and over and over fucking again to get back to the same done redundant issue that you originally diverted from. If you're arguing on mute point, just cease and desist, because all they are going to continuously do is modify their definition and concepts to control and rationalize their position on the topic. It doesn't matter what went wrong. You can have all the evidence presented in a goddamn neon package with freaking lights on, bells going off, and an annoying whistle continuously going off. It still doesn't matter, because if they don't like it, they'll never accept it or acknowledge it. Like my mom used to say, when dealing with unlogical, unreasonable individuals like this, you're psychologically fucked. And you might as well bow out gracefully to save your own damn common sense and keep your sanity intact. Make it make sense. Now, B, how many likes? You and Lisa. So
Yeah.
that further lets me know, like my brother said, the truth is the new hate speech. Anything that's truthful, ain't none of them mofos gonna like or comment on it. But if it's something stupid and dumb and it's in their favor, they're gonna be liking that bullshit shit 24/7. And it's cool that you don't like it. It
Mhm.
lets me know where you rank in the grand scheme of things of how you think.
Yeah.
How a woman or man thinks, you can tell how their mindset is based off the things that they are impressed by.
Yeah.
That's all I got on that one.
So
Drop the
you
mic.
bringing that up, reminded me of a well, two different things. The first
Right.
one was Chris Rock. He said that and ladies, we do love you, but I gotta roast you up from time to time. Chris Rock said, and this was Chris Rock. Chris Rock said, women don't let something like logic get in the way of their argument. And I was like,
Never.
man, that's perfect. That's perfect. It's perfect. Yeah. And list another guy named Rollo Tomasi. He talks about the laws of diminishing return. So basically, like talking about arguing, especially arguing with women. I ain't arguing with nobody, but arguing with women, we arguing with the wall. He said, because at a certain point, you're not getting anything out of the conversation. So that's where the laws of diminishing return come in. You're not getting anything for what you're putting out. So stop. Don't do it. There's no need to argue.
It's pointless.
They got their mind made up.
Yep.
You know, and they listen. They're arguing. They're listening to argue. They're listening to respond. They're not trying to figure it out. They're not trying to comprehend. They're not trying to get that. They're not here to cooperate with you. Sorry, they're not.
They're not. It is what it is, baby. It is what it is.
It is what it is, man. It is what it is.
So B, if you had a final thought, what would your final thought be, bro?
So final thought. Final thought is just, I would say, make sure that, you know, your words, what you say, aligns with what you do. I would say make sure that, because that's something that people, at the end of the day, that's something tangible. You know, that's something that I can see. That's something I can reach out and touch. That's something that's there. There's something that I can go on. You know, once those two things start to become different, what you say versus what you do. Once those two things become different, then I can't trust you, man. I can't trust you. This person, like you said, this person is a variable. I don't know. I always say women reserve the right to change their mind. Always remember that in every situation you're dealing with them in. Doesn't matter what the situation is, they reserve the right to change their mind at any time.
Mm.
So as a man, you need to be prepared for things like that.
Yeah.
You know.
Mm.
So
Wow.
that's about it. Make sure your words match up with what you do. Um, and once this person, whoever this person is, once you get to that point where you're like, okay, this situation no longer serves me, that person is no longer attractive to me, whatever it is, exit, move on, because you're wasting time. You're getting to in the laws of diminishing return at that point. You're not getting anything out of the situation. You're only putting in. There's no reciprocation.
Mm. Yeah, hold on.
You hear me? Okay, I can't. I don't know what he was saying, but yeah, as far as the laws of diminishing return, um, once the once the situation no longer serves you, move. Go ahead, get up out of Dodge. There's no reason for you to be there anymore.
Gotcha.
Got me? Okay.
Yeah, I got you. I got you. Yeah, somebody called in and knocked me out. Got to go back in. Yeah, man. So, man, dude, boy, this was a good one, man.
Yeah,
This is my thing. I'm gonna wrap this up by saying this, and it's really gonna be simple. Out of everything that we talk about, if your mindset isn't aligned with your life, so to speak, you can't have a positive life with a negative mindset. You just can't.
yeah,
And if you're not open-minded enough to listen when it comes to being with, in a relationship or partnership, that's never it's going to be hard for that thing to progress forward, because the thing that clouds everything is pretty much your judgment.
yeah,
You have to allow room for improvement to understand if a person is telling you honestly, accept it. If you cannot accept that person for where they are, it's time to move on.
yeah.
It is, because y'all are going to continuously butt heads because you're not listening. They're telling you, but you're just
Mm-hmm.
not listening.
Yep.
You just don't listen at all. And from that brief statement, which you can actually rewind and go back and listen to that whole statement that I read, that I posted on February 3rd on Facebook. And if that makes you angry, it pretty much furthers me and Brandon's point as men.
Yeah, yeah.
Because a
So
woman a woman who wants to be better is never going to get offended with the truth. The
no,
truth, being truthful, a person should never be penalized for being honest.
no,
I'm telling you how I am, but you're trying to get me to be something that you're not, and you're frustrating yourself because I am who I am, and I'm not changing to appease you. I don't care how much I love you, but I'm not changing to appease you. This is who I am. And for me to change to appease you, I might as well go back to being that liar that I was years ago.
mm-hmm.
And I refuse to go back. If I got to lose your ass, I would lose you than to go back to that dude. I'm not lying to you. It's just not worth it to me. You're not worth that much for me to just be sitting up here and lying to you. But this is how I am as a man. You can accept it or not. Again, you have options, you have choices. I'm not going to be upset in either way. That's your choice. You live with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Sean, Maya Angelou summed that up years ago. When someone shows you who they are, believe them.
Dude, that was a good impersonation.
I've been working on it. I've been working on it.
That was a good impersonation of Maya,
Been
man.
working on it.
She was a deep woman, man. Beautiful mind, beautiful mind. All right, man. Hey B, man, when we gonna do a show? Man, we gotta get on your show, man. What's going on,
Yeah,
bro?
we gotta get on mine. So we pick back up. We can pick back up Monday at 12,
Monday at
and I'll
12.
be
Let's do
ready.
it, baby. Monday
Ready
at
to go.
12. Let's
See,
do it.
last comment now to my now, Brandon, you just said a whole damn mouthful. You are officially transcended to hammer status.
And hey, B, and that's got the hammer status in all caps.
All caps. All caps. All caps.
Yeah, hammer status. That's hilarious. All right, good people. Listen, y'all be good this weekend, man. Eat to live this weekend, don't live to eat. And like I always say at the end of every segment, I'll start judging people once I'm perfect too. But since this brother is no danger of ever becoming perfect, period, in this life, not even the next, you'll never have to worry about me ever judging you. Listen, y'all like and subscribe to Gwen's Boy Mindset, my YouTube channel. Check out my boy B on all his social
Brandon
media
Lampley.
outlets.
All social medias.
Yeah, just check out my boy. Listen, man, we trying to get this thing to get somewhere, and it's gonna get somewhere. We building it. We
We
building it.
putting the work in. We got no
We
choice.
yeah,
It
we
has no
just
choice, Sean.
yeah. We
We putting the
building.
work in.
We
Yeah.
building right now. We building, and so listen, y'all want once because hey, listen, we gonna take off at one of these days. We gonna take off, and y'all want to be a part of that, man. So like,
Yeah.
comment, and subscribe, please. We appreciate all the comments, everybody that tunes in, everybody likes everything, man. That's support, that's love. We appreciate y'all, man. Y'all stay up, keep it positive, people. We'll catch y'all on the flip. Peace.